Once your baby accepts iron-fortified infant cereals, you can begin introducing him or her to fruits and vegetables. The most important nutrients to add to your baby's diet after iron are vitamins C and A. These are found in fruit purees like applesauce and dark green or deep orange vegetables such as carrots or squash. Vitamin A is vital for baby's optimum eye development, bone growth, and neural development. It also supports their immune system to reduce potential infections. Vitamin C helps the body absorb iron and is required for the growth and maintenance of healthy skin and red blood cells. Vitamin C also helps build collagen, which forms connective tissue that binds muscles, bones, and tissues together. The quality of the foods you offer your infant during this time is also very important. Try to minimize any foods containing artificial colors, preservatives, added salts, sugar, and fillers. And choosing organic baby food helps ensure the food is produced without any potentially harmful pesticides or genetically engineered ingredients. Learn to read labels and keep your choices as pure and simple as possible. There are different theories on whether it's best to introduce fruits or vegetables first, or whether it makes any difference at all. Consult your pediatrician to determine what is best for your baby. At feeding time, look for signs of communication from your baby to determine how much he or she needs. Just as with adults, it's normal that some days your baby will be hungrier than others. Your baby can now show you his or her hunger by opening his mouth and leaning toward the spoon. Likewise, your baby will show signs of fullness or disinterest by leaning back, closing his or her mouth, or pushing your hand away. And pay attention to these signals to develop a healthy feeding relationship with your baby and to ensure you give them just the right amount of nourishment that they need, not too much and not too little. To make sure your baby is receiving proper nutrition, though, by 6 months, keep in mind that most babies need 2 to 3 servings, or 2 to 4 tablespoons each, of fruits and vegetables per day. Breast milk or formula will still be your baby's primary source of nutrition at this age, but fruits and vegetables will provide other key nutrients and will help them begin to develop additional feeding skills. Start with first foods, which are single ingredients and fine in consistency. Use a soft-tip infant spoon to feed your baby, as it may help soothe your baby's gums if he or she is teething, which is common at this age. Place a few spoonfuls of the selected food in a bowl. If your baby does not eat the entire Earth's Best jar or pouch in one sitting, then spoon out a portion in a separate dish, reseal the jar, and store the resealed jar or pouch in the refrigerator. Use the contents within 1 to 3 days. When beginning fruits and vegetables, start by placing just a small amount of food in your baby's mouth. While feeding time can get messy, it also helps to build important skills that will nourish a healthy eater for life. If on day 1 your baby spits out a new food, it's important to continue to offer that food again the next day and even the next. Initial rejection of a new food by your child is a normal behavior as they learn to accept new flavors, tastes, textures, and even eating routines. Some experts say it can take a baby up to 10 tries before they adjust to a new food. But more than likely, with repeated exposure, your baby will develop a healthy appetite for a variety of foods. And establishing a healthy love of a wide range of foods early in life will not only help you build a nutritious and complete diet, it will help to discourage picky eating. Always be sure to only introduce 1 new item at a time, and wait 3 days in between to evaluate your baby for potential food sensitivities like rash, swelling, or digestive discomfort. Seek medical advice and know your family history if you think that your baby may have a food allergy or sensitivity. At 6 months of age or older, once your baby accepts finely pureed first fruits and vegetables, you can move on to second foods. In addition to single ingredients and a thicker texture, second foods introduce your baby to unique varieties and fresh flavor combinations, and also begin to include a variety of meat, poultry, and legumes. Again, only introduce 1 new ingredient at a time to evaluate for potential food sensitivities. But once your baby happily eats apples, for instance, you can try delicious combinations like apples and apricots. Or if your baby loves rice cereal and bananas, try a fruit and grain mixture. Third foods are specifically crafted for babies 9 months and older, combining chunky textures, delicious flavors, and savory blends to satisfy growing babies. These foods not only help expand your baby's budding palate, they also encourage chewing. Signs that your baby is ready for third foods include mashing food well with teeth or gums, wanting to eat with their fingers, and enjoying a variety of tastes and textures. Expanding into a solid food diet and advancing to a heartier texture are important milestones on your baby's journey to build the feeding skills necessary to eventually eat more grown-up foods and take his or her place at the family dinner table. Mealtime can be a pleasant and, better yet, a fun experience for you and your baby, watching as he or she delights in discovering a whole new world of flavors and textures. And with over 75 different varieties of Earth's Best organic jarred and puree baby foods to choose from, you can be confident that your baby will get the wholesome and pure nutrition they need. Earth's Best, nurturing your baby the purest way.